everyone, I hope you're having a really lovely day. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Hayley from So Hayley Jane, and today I thought I would finally show you my Stitch Festival haul. I went up to the Stitch Festival in London 2 weeks ago now with my mum. You probably, if you've seen my previous videos, you will have heard me sort of saying that it was really lovely because it was the last thing my mum and I did in March 2020, like last big thing, and it's the first big thing we've done this year, so it's our kind of COVID bookend. So yeah, it was really lovely. We got the train up and then travelled over to the London Design Centre, I think is what it was called, which is where it was hosted last year as well, which is a really lovely space actually, nice and big, nice and airy. It's not like a warehouse that can feel quite oppressive and claustrophobic, I think. We had nice coffee. There's a really lovely restaurant sort of attached to the centre. What was it called? I've forgotten what it's called now. Completely forgotten, but it was lovely, and they did really lovely lunch and everything like that, so that was really nice. And yeah, I thought I would share my little haul. I didn't go nuts. I was quite reserved with my spending. I just mostly enjoyed being there, and I got to talk to lots of sort of lovely fellow businesses, people who have had products in the boxes as well. I had a really good chat with Jen from Generates, who was actually displaying a box for me because she had her product in the March boxes. If you are new here, I should mention I run So Hayley Jane, which is a sewing subscription box company. Every month I send out beautiful, themed, curated boxes of dressmaking fabrics, craft fabrics, patterns, haberdashery and gifts from small and independent businesses in our lovely sewing community. Sometimes something a bit different, not always sewing related, but something lovely. So yes, Jen was there and she displayed a box for me and was giving out some leaflets. Victoria from Little Rosy Cheeks, who very kindly gifted these to me. Her and Jen were actually sharing a stall together because they are real life friends as well. And Victoria very sweetly sort of forced me and my mum to pick a pack of labels to give to us, which was so sweet of her. So thank you so much, Victoria, if you're watching. And I chose these Perfectly Me labels, which I'm hoping to put into some garments that I will eventually sew up for my daughter. I love them. I love Victoria's packaging as well. Let me open it up. Try not to tear it. And you get 6 labels, I think. Look. I love the colours in that one. They're really lovely. And is it just me that finds the back really satisfying as well? Like I kind of just want to... So yeah, it was nice to meet Victoria and a few people who have pattern companies, and they've had their patterns in the boxes too, so that was really nice. A couple of really lovely subscribers came and said hello as well, so that was really nice too. I always feel a bit awkward, so if that was you, if you were one of them and I was a bit awkward, I do apologise. But I thought I'd share my little haul. I know it feels really late, but this is the first chance I've had. So I'll start off with the little gifts and then we'll move on to the fabric. From this was from a store called Art Cuts, and I've got their thingy here. They are on Instagram at Art Cuts, ARTCUTS. So it was more of a crafty thing, and I bought these for Mia, actually, my 4-year-old. Look, there's a little cute set of wooden Easter eggs, and you just do some like embroidery in the holes. So I thought that would be really sweet, a little sewing thing for her. And then I got a couple of stamps as well, which are really cute. They come like this. This is a flower one and a heart one as well. I was about to buy some ink and my mum stopped me because apparently my sister has loads of ink and I need to borrow some off of her. But I just thought that'd be a cute little arty crafty thing to put in our arty crafty box. I popped to see Louise from Ethel and Joan. If you go back a couple of videos, you'll see I did an interview with Louise because she had some products in the boxes, and I bought, so she does these gorgeous hand cast resin accessories. So we've had her buttons in the boxes and her buckles, belt buckles, but she also has started making hair accessories and earrings as well. So I bought these hair clips. I did buy them for Mia, but I might keep them myself, to be honest. So there's this one and this bigger one as well. So I love the lilac in those, just gorgeous. And that was really lovely. I saw Louise and she gave me the biggest cuddle as well, so that was always nice. So yeah, got those from Louise. Then I wanted to get a couple of crafty kits. So I am so guilty of sitting on the sofa after Mia's gone to bed, having dinner and just watching TV and just doing nothing. And whilst I enjoy doing that, I do feel like I could be more productive. I probably could do some work. I probably could do some sewing. But sometimes I'm just too tired and I just want to sit. Now, I had a go at knitting a couple of years ago, actually after the last knitting and stitching show. I was inspired and I bought a cardigan sewing kit from, I can't remember what they were called. It wasn't Wool and the Gang. It was a different one. I'll see if I can link it below. It was a beautiful, beautiful kit. It took a lot of YouTubing, a lot of starting again, and I managed to make the back panel of the cardigan. And then the pandemic hit. We were also having some potty training trauma as well, and my brain just went no, 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 and I put it down, and sadly I never picked it back up again. And I made it for Mia, who was 2 at the time. She's now 4, so I have a panel of knitted fabric. So I thought I would have another go and get something a bit smaller. Hopefully this will be a bit easier and a bit more achievable. This is a ribbed headband knitting kit from Natural Knits. Oh no, sorry, not from Natural Knits. It's from the Knitting Gift Shop, and you can find them online, www.theknittinggiftshop.co.uk. And it's just a really sweet headband. It doesn't come with the needles though, so I need to get the needles. But it's 2 colours of fabric, so hopefully I haven't given myself too much of a challenge and having to stop and start. So you get, whoops, dropped something, 2 balls of wool. Did I say 2 colours of fabric? 2 balls of yarn, which, yeah, I hadn't actually noticed until now. So you get, can you see it? There's 2 colours in there. Oh man, I thought it might have been a bit easier. I think I've given myself a challenge. But you also get this really lovely, in a little organza bag, the little flower bead to go on the end. Anyway, that's something for me to try of an evening. Yeah, excited to give that a go. The other thing I've always wanted to have a go at is English paper piecing. Obviously, in my boxes, I send out beautiful selections of fat quarters, but usually, if I have time to sew, I use the fat quarters for things like makeup bags, bunting, cushions, a lot of cushions. I guess more sort of practical things like that, but I've never actually done any quilting, and I think I probably should. So I wanted to just have a little go with this tiny kit from Sew Motion. And yeah, I've had a little read of the instructions and it looks really good. You get a couple of strips of fabric like this, but the pieces are teeny tiny. There you go. Teeny tiny pieces. And so you have to sort of wrap the pieces, the fabric around the card pieces. So I did also buy some fabric glue or fabric glue pen to do that with. So if anyone has any tips for English paper piecing, do let me know. I'm excited to give that a try, and I thought a pin cushion would be a good place to start because I can use that as well. Okay, onto the fabric. I was really reserved with my fabric choices. My mother was not. She was on a spending spree. She bought so much fabric. So yeah, interested to see how much of that gets sewn up and how quickly. I saw this, actually my mum spotted this fabric and she said, oh Hayley, this looks like your kind of style. It's a Ponte Roma and it was from Lily Fabrics, who I've had a look and I don't think they have much of an online presence. Oh, shock horror, who doesn't have an online presence? They seem to be doing all right with it, but it is this Ponte Roma and it's a black fabric, so it's not very seasonal. It's more, I'll probably put this away until the autumn. But it was giving me Scamp and Dude vibes. If you've seen Scamp and Dude jumpers on many a mum influencer, it seems to be their biggest clientele. I think this is really lovely. So this is definitely going to be some kind of jumper in the autumn, maybe a Tilly and the Buttons Billy sweatshirt. I think I got 1.5 meters. Yeah, 1.5 meters of this one. So just enough to make some kind of sweatshirt. I have made lots of Linden sweatshirts, but I'm getting a bit annoyed with them, to be honest. The neckline does stretch out a little bit and ends up coming too far over my shoulders, and then bra straps are on show. So maybe a Billy. But I thought that looked really nice. Black and gold. The one thing I was particularly looking out for though is I really want to make a spring-summer pair of Heyday dungarees. I've made a couple of, actually I've made 4 pairs. No, 5 pairs. One I made 2 years ago and they were too small and they got put away and I haven't done anything to them since. I should dig that back out again. I made another pair out of cotton poplin last year from the Sunday brunch box, which was a gorgeous black cotton poplin with a sort of fruit salad print all over it. And then towards the end of last year, I made just a pair of black cord dungarees, which I love. I wear them all the time, and I'm going to be very sad to not wear them so much as it starts to warm up, hopefully. So I wanted just a plain fabric, and I was thinking linen or linen viscose or something along those lines. And I saw this from Montreux Fabrics, who I will link below, and it is this gorgeous, it's been pre-washed already, so it's a bit crinkled because I haven't ironed it, but it's just a linen. It's a beautiful, beautiful teal linen, and I think this will make the loveliest pair of Heyday dungarees. Let me open it up. So you can see it's a tiny bit see-through, but I don't think that's going to be a problem once it's sort of made up. And I'm planning to wear it with sort of white t-shirts or stripy t-shirts underneath. We're going on holiday to Cornwall in a few weeks' time and I cannot wait. I've heard that April is going to be glorious, so I'm hoping to get these made up in time for that. They do take quite a lot of fabric. I think I got, how much did I get? 3.5, 4 meters. And it's linen, so it was fairly pricey, but it's pretty much the only fabric I got apart from this one. So, and that's what I wanted. That's what I was going to look for. So I feel okay about that. I'm very happy. It's beautiful, and I can't wait to get it made up. So there you go. That is my little Stitch Festival haul. I had a lovely, lovely time, and I cannot wait to go again next year. I might even see about getting tickets to, is it the Knitting and Stitching show in October, I think, which I believe is at the Ali Pali in London. So yeah, excited for that. And yeah, that's about it. I will just quickly mention, if you haven't already spotted, we are hosting a huge competition I'll link to the video below so you can check it out, but we're hosting a really big competition to win one of 4 tickets to a jeans making weekender here at our studio in Hampshire with Charlotte Newland, who was the winner of the Great British Sewing Bee 2016. So I'll link to that video below. Go and check that out if you haven't already entered. Get entering. Have a lovely day everyone, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!